Hello and welcome to the Nightfell campaign, episode 3. So after a DM's worst nightmare, scheduling problems, we haven't had a session for about 2 weeks, but we managed to get one this week. And so what happened was we'd just finished the mini boss of fighting the God King of Calador, and a couple of the assassins that had gone to his side at the start of the session. So they'd just finished fighting. One of the characters had disappeared with the body of the God King, so is now the main antagonist, and they were discussing what to do next. So whilst they were discussing what to do next, then there was a large explosion and concussive force that hit the wall. A stained glass window smashed and smoke started to bellow into the throne room that they were in. At that point, they realised very quickly that the God King clearly hadn't come on his own, and there was an army invading the city. So they needed to get out of the palace and try and do something. As they were leaving the throne room, they met Captain Vaden, who was the guard captain that was on watch at the time, who was going to look for the new king, as the king was dead, Logan Gaia, but he's gone missing. As they're travelling through the palace, they find a door that has screaming behind it, and that ensued a good 20-minute talk about whether they were going to open the door or not. They finally open the door and see that what has trapped these people screaming in the door, in the room, was when this concussive blast hit the palace, it had broken the ceiling and it had crumbled down and trapped them in this room. They then dug out the rubble and freed 12 slaves, servants, 2 children and a injured noble, which they decided to bring with them as meat shields, just in case they did come across any of the army. As they were freeing these servants, the captain appeared again, stating that he still can't find the new king, Logan Gaia, and explained that there was a royal escape route that they could use in the palace. They found their way to a storage cupboard where there was a trapdoor down. They went into this tunnel, and luckily Orc from Orc can see 120 feet, so with dark vision, so they could see pretty much all the way up the tunnel. They came across a couple of rats, which they got confused with whether they were supposed to fight them or not. And they travelled down this tunnel, and when they came to the end, they appeared out of a manhole cover into the city proper. When they arrived in the city proper, they noticed that all the houses were burning, and basically the army was running rife. They made their way to the bridge that separates the nobles area to what's called the Warrens, which is like the poor area, and they come across one of the guild rats that they had taken under their wing, one named RB, who looks like a small human boy with a flat cap on, but it turns out that he's a goblin, and he's the new player character for Ken, who was originally Zelzabus, who's now turned evil. So RB is a goblin who had 1 level in fighter, 1 level in rogue for some reason, and then 4 levels in wizard. Mainly so that his armor class can be really high for some reason, not realizing that he's never going to be in combat. But then after they met him, he joined the group, and they found Sister Naiva, who was a sister of the Temple of the One True God, who was trying to ferry the civilians out of the city. She had 8 with her and a couple more children, and the group decided to take them with them and try and get them out of the city. So the party were talking about what to do next, and finally some of the warriors found them, which ensued into a chase sequence where they were trying to get, following the river, to a boat. They managed to get to the boat, and with some good use of spells, Eschentort managed to cast a fly spell on himself so he could fly, so he could go further. And then when he got to the boat, he decided to go back to where the warriors were, and then cast a thunderclap, which managed to kill all of the warriors. So they didn't really need to chase out in the end anyway. But they got onto the boat and they travelled down the river to the river gate, and they got themselves out of Scenaria. So the next session will deal with what their plans are and how they are going to deal with the army that has taken over Scenaria City. Are they going to try and take them out now, or are they going to try and accrue some more of the magical objects that they were set on a quest to find? Hope you've enjoyed this. If you do and you like these updates, please click a like and subscribe. Bye.